What's up, everybody? It's Lonnie, and it's definitely been a minute since I last recorded a video. And today I was just feeling spontaneous, so I said, fuck it, and why not? I'm currently working on a book that I started writing about like a month ago. So I'm like in the process of like getting everything done. I got 3 chapters done so far, which is huge. And it actually is really fun that like I got that much done because like I don't know, it just feels so good to like actually be working on it. So I'm like really happy about it. But yeah, I spent the morning outlining my 4th chapter because I feel like when you're writing, like as you keep going and after each chapter, it's like sometimes you gotta like outline how you want the chapter to go, and it kind of makes everything kind of just flow better. So I was writing out like an outline for chapter 4, and I got a lot done. Like I feel like whenever you're writing, you got to do an outline of like every chapter. And mind you, this is my first time doing that because I wasn't really doing that before. Like literally before I would just like write and then just leave it at that, but like I'm trying to do it the right way where you like outline the chapters. Like for chapter 3, I kind of just like for chapter 3 I kind of just did like a bubble chart kind of thing where I had like the scene like in the middle, and then I would just like do branches off of it. I remember learning how to do that in like elementary school, and it seems to help. So after that I was like, okay, well maybe outlining chapters actually helps a lot, because whenever you start to like lose track of what you're writing, it kind of refocuses you so you know what you're writing and like what to add to it. Like, okay, this is what this chapter is about, let me make sure that I get that part, everything included in it, so that I'm not missing no parts out. Because I notice a lot, like as you're writing, like you kind of just get so into the writing that you sometimes forget like the plot or like what the chapter is about, or at least for me. So I'm trying to like write out the chapter outline, so like I have an idea of like what the chapter is about, and then go from there as I'm writing it. So it's just like an outline and summary of like the details of the chapter, and then just gonna go from there when I start writing. So yeah, I got a pretty good chapter outline down for chapter 4. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, and the book I'm writing, it's called Eyes Wide Open, and it's a thriller. It's like a thriller mystery, and so far I am literally loving it. And I didn't realize how much like I missed writing until doing this. Like, it's one thing to journal, and it's a whole other thing to like write a story. So I've just been like really loving just like writing stories. And then like it brings me back to, because when I was younger I used to like write stories like bro, literally like when I was younger I would like write stories in like composition notebooks, dialogue and everything. I think I was just meant to be a writer, honestly, because it's always been something that I've done. Like, and then like there was a time where like I wrote a book, like I put it, like I took papers and I like folded it into like a book, and then like I put it in like my classroom library, and it just felt so good. Like, I think I just was always meant to be a writer. Like, I think it's just in my blood. And yeah, I like to journal, and journaling is completely separate, but writing a story, it just like, it feels so good. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I think I was just meant to write stories, bro. I think I was meant to be an author. And like as I'm writing my books, like it like reminds me like, yeah, this is exactly what I was supposed to be doing this whole time. So like I'm really happy that I'm getting into it. And then like the house is quiet right now, and I have like my lo-fi playing, I have my window open. So I'm just like letting everything just like flow. So during this vlog, I'm just gonna get at least chapter 4 done, continue outlining my chapters. So I just finished chapter 4, so I'm gonna start writing all that down. Let me pull it up. So yeah, come with me for the ride. Down here, like I have like my goal plans. A lot of this stuff should have been done last month, so I'm just applying it to this month instead. But it was to finish chapters 1 through 5, and I'm currently working on chapter 4. So I'm trying to have 4 and 5 finished by the end of the month. Yeah, I think I want to get into a routine of writing like 5 chapters, at least 5 chapters a month. Right? Or does that seem... No. I wanna do at least like, yeah, cause it's a month, that's like 30 days. Like I wanna get as much, like I wanna write at least like 5 chapters, like maybe like 1 chapter a day maybe. So I'm like still trying to figure out like the kinks of like the routine and like how I wanna do it. But my goals are to finish writing chapters 1 through 5 by the end of the month, but technically that was for last month, so I'm just gonna apply it for this month. And then it says to build up plots for chapters 5 through 10 because I'm doing my chapters by 5s. I feel like it's more like, for me, it's more manageable. And since it's my first book, I want to like start small kind of, and I feel like 5 is like a reasonable number to start with. And 3 would just be too small. So 5 is like the perfect like middle ground for me. So I want to build up plots for chapters 5 through 10, and then I have other book ideas that I want to write, so I definitely want to get on to like building plots for those books as well. And I want to write at least like twice a day, like once in the morning, once in the evening. And I also noticed too that when I was writing, like I noticed that like when you change your setting of where you're writing, it seems to help a lot. Like I literally had went to the library and I had gotten so much writing done. I was so surprised. I was like, yo, like a change of scenery really be helping your writing. Like I don't think people realize how much it helps. Like even if you just go outside in the living room, because and there was another time where I would just write on my back porch and like the words just like flowed. And then I had like my stray cat like sitting on the step too. Like I don't know, I think when it comes to writing, make sure not to write just in one spot. Like I noticed that seems to help me a lot. And yeah, so I've also been hearing about like writing sprints. So like a lot of authors, they do like 30-minute writing sprints where they just get words down. Like they don't worry about like editing it or anything. They just want to get words down on the paper and then go from there. So I kind of want to try to do that. So I want to see if I'm trying to figure out what's the best time to do writing sprints. Should it be in the morning or should it be at night? Personally, I feel like I write really well in the morning, so I'm thinking about doing like 30-minute writing sprints in the morning and then just free writing like in the evening. But yeah, I just noticed recently that like changing scenery while you're writing always seems to help a lot, and it just gets the ideas flowing more. So yeah, I definitely plan on going to the library soon, and then there's like a park, so I want to go to the park around me to write a little bit. Like I just want to go to different environments and see which feels best and like what flows best for my writing. So yeah, those are like my goals. And I have it on my home screen, so like every time I open my laptop or like anything like that, it'll be the first thing that I see. So it keeps me like grounded and focused on like what my goal is. Let's see where we at right now. I was writing a little bit. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but I got a fair amount of words done. And then a lot of authors, they use like character kind of outlines, but like I kind of just go with the flow with it. A lot of authors, they use the platform Milanote, and it kind of just helps them to like work on the story and like build it up. I use it here and there. I only use it for like one of my characters, but then like I didn't really like want to use it anymore because I'm more of just like a free flowing writer. So then like I haven't really been on top of that, but I also have I have like my Pinterest board. So it's like whenever I write a story, I build like Pinterest boards that match that book. So then like for example, like the book I'm writing now, it's like a small town thriller. So then like I go on Pinterest and I create like a board around like the story that I'm writing, and that seems to help a lot. But yeah, so I got 4 chapters done so far, and I am currently at 7,564 words as of right now, which is crazy. I set a goal to write at least 10,000, so that's a work in progress. I'm like 70% like done with that. I honestly don't feel like word count is a big deal, but it is something to like, it is nice to like keep track of, like, yo, like I really wrote like 1,000 words today. And you don't even realize it, because when you're writing, you just be writing. You don't even realize like how many words you're writing, and then you'd be like, oh, who would have thought I wrote 1,000 words today? Like, it's actually like a really good feeling. Like, I know a lot of authors, they put a lot of emphasis on like word count, but I personally don't. It is nice to look at though. So yeah. I started writing chapter 5 a little bit, but then I kind of was like, okay, well, what else do I want this chapter to consist of? Oh, wait, so this outline is for chapter 5. Okay. So I had the chapters mixed up because I finished chapter 4, so I'm currently on chapter 5. Yeah. So I gotta fix that. So my outline was for chapter 5. Yeah. The outline was for chapter 5. So yeah. And then the platform that I use for my writing is called Readsy. And then it's like, I personally like it because I was using Scrivener before. And while Scrivener is a good platform, I kind of just personally feel like Readsy is easier for me. So I started writing chapters 1 and 2, I believe, in Scrivener. And then I came across this platform and I was like, yeah, I like this way better. And then you can set the theme. I don't know, for me personally, I feel like as a beginner writer, I feel like Readsy is like the best platform for me. And it's easier too. It's like easier to work with, easier to understand. I don't know. I just personally like it better. The thing that I do miss about Scrivener was that they would have like this focus mode where you would like click focus mode, and then it would like that'd be the only thing on the screen. So like the words would just flow, and then it like limits distractions, and it actually helped a lot. But I have come across Readsy and I like it a lot. Like you could set the theme, and then like adding chapters is easy. You would just click like the plus on the corner, be like new chapter. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Readsy is a lot easier for me. And then on the side, they have like this is where you find out your word count. So you see like goals and insight. Yeah. The last day I wrote was Tuesday, and I got 767 words done, which is really good actually, at least for me. And then you could like rate your session, and then it has like your word count. So it's like, so you could set like a manuscript goal, and my goal was to write 10,000 words by October 17th. And so my word count goal is 10,000, and I'm currently at 7,564, and so I'm 75% there, which is good. I kind of like that like you're able to like monitor your progress like that. It's like feels good, like, okay, yeah, like, and then like as I'm writing and I see like the 75 go up and stuff like that, it feels good, like, yo, I'm really close, like I can't. And then like when you reach that goal, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I really just wrote 10,000 words. Like, it's gonna just feel so good. Like, I personally just like this platform better. I know everybody's different and everybody has different preferences, but for me personally, Readsy is like the easiest. Like, I like Readsy is it's easier for me to like understand and like work with, because I don't like complex like websites and shit. So I don't know. I find Readsy more manageable. And then like it'll automatically like save your work. Some people they use Google Drive, but I don't really like Google Drive because as a writer, it's like you gotta go all the way back to like do your edits and stuff like that, and nobody really trying to do all that. So I kind of like that I'm able to like break down the chapters like individually through this platform. So if you're trying to write a story and you don't know what platform to use for it, I would definitely recommend Readsy. I would say Readsy is like the perfect like beginner platform for your writing. I also be personalizing too. I notice like when I'm writing, I like personalize certain aspects like to my own life. I realize, but that just makes it flow better. I feel like because a lot of stories you want to have like a personal connection to like the characters and stuff like that because it like helps the writing. I definitely do that. It's kind of healing too, actually. Let me see. I'm also the kind of writer where as I'm writing, like I always edit. Like I don't even realize I do it, but like I'm very picky about like spelling words right and stuff like that, or like making things like make sense in like the right form, grammatical and stuff like that. And I noticed that like I always end up like going back and like editing like the words, like the spell corrections, like the capitalizations. Like I feel like I have like my editing nature always comes out when I'm writing, even if I don't do it on purpose. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but. Yeah, but it also helps too because then you don't gotta go back and like fix so many things. And like the only thing that I pick up on as I go over is just like, oh, I could just add more detail here. But none of the things are like, oh, you spelled this wrong. This is in the wrong form. Like there. You use it in the right way. Like it's never been that kind of thing. It's never been like grammar. It's always been like, okay, let's try to expand this part of the story longer. Let's describe it a little more. Like, you know. But yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but like I noticed that I'm like that as I'm writing, and I kind of like it. But yeah, guys, I am gonna check in with you guys a little later. Yeah, I'm turning this video into like a vlog kind of thing, so I'm gonna check in after I finished this chapter, and then just like explain like how it all went and everything. So I will come back and Your girl did not write at all yesterday after the last video, and it is the next day in the morning, so I'm hoping to get it done today. And then I'm gonna start my outline for chapter 6. I just made some hot chocolate. It always is the vibe, and it's cozy as fuck. So I made some of that. I started my day a bit early today, honestly. I just was like up early. So then like I was like, okay, well if it's early then I might as well just start my day and just write. So I have my food in the air fryer right now, waiting for that to finish up. I have my hot chocolate, already got in the shower. So we're just gonna spend a majority of the morning just writing. I don't know if I want to do like a like the writing sprints where I just like put a timer. I don't know. So I'm trying to see how it goes for like the first 30 minutes, and then if I don't get a lot done, then I'm gonna do the writing sprint. I'm trying to be like intuitive about my writing. So that's currently where we are at right now. We are a work in progress. I have my lo-fi playing. I'm trying to find, like when I play lo-fi, I'm very picky about what lo-fi I pick. So I'm trying to make sure that I chose like the right lo-fi that like keeps me going. And yeah, I think this is good. This is like my go-to lo-fi. But yeah. So we're gonna try to finish up chapter 5 today. Not try, we are going to. So yeah, that's the plan for this morning. The rest of the day, I don't know yet, but I know as of right now, I just want to get a bunch of writing done, like a refresher. So I'm just reading over like what I wrote so far for chapter 5, seeing where I could make some changes, leave it, edits, that kind of thing. It's like part of my routine. I'm mad at my story. I want to use the word sauntered, but the word sauntered doesn't match like of what I'm trying to portray. Cause like sauntered means more like strolling, but in this specific scene, it's not strolling. Like the person is walking really fast, like unhappy and everything. So like I definitely need to find an antonym to that. But I like how that word came to my head though. So I'm happy I had that meaning correctly. I just gotta find the opposite of that in a way that fits the story. Scurried. Yeah, this is all part of being a writer. You go to like the thesaurus and then like look up like certain action words and stuff like that, because as a writer you don't want to overuse the word said, and when you use action words you want to like match, you want to like use different action words to really like portray the scene. So I'm like trying to think. Bolted, dashed, hurried, ran, darted, galloped, hustled. Sped? I don't like that. He sped up to her. I don't like how that sounds. He stomped, I guess. But stomp doesn't really sound right either. He dashed. I guess dashed works. But I kind of like how it sounds in that sentence. Rushed, that sounds better. As a writer, you always like, because you want to make sure that you're using like different terms rather than like said and stuff like that. And when you do like action words, you want to use like different terms for it. You want to like mix up your vocabulary, and that's where the lovely thesaurus comes in clutch. He lashed out, but that don't even sound right. He scowled. He yelled. He spoke sharply. I don't like how that sounds. He thundered. No, that doesn't really match the scene. He berated. That sounds crazy. He berated. He spoke abruptly. He, I guess, snapped back. He admitted. He proclaimed. He retaliated. He grumbled. That doesn't really match the scene either. He yelled, but that's so basic. He hissed, maybe? No, I don't like how that sounds. He spoke sharply, I guess. I hate when the lo-fi sounds like that. It like bothers my ears. I like that smooth lo-fi, not this sound. Negligent. Ooh, I like that word. Okay, so I just finished chapter 5. It's a long one, but it's a good one, and I'm so happy that I finished it. It is 11, so I literally finished it right on time and right in the time frame that I was trying to complete it by. So that's really, really good. Let's see. I'm at 8,974 words out of my 10,000 word goal, so I'm happy about it. And yeah, so I'm really, really happy that I got this chapter done. I just really get in my mode when I'm writing and I just like let the words just flow. I feel like that's how writing should be. You don't ever want your writing to feel like forced or anything, so you just gotta like, you gotta allow yourself to just like flow with it. And that's what I did, and it felt really good. And yeah, and then I had a timer set, and I'm happy that I did that. I don't think it was necessary, but I'm happy that I did that because it lets me know that I can get so many words done in a time frame. So that's definitely a good feeling to know in terms of for my writing. But yeah, so chapter 5 is done. I'm gonna try to do chapter 6 tomorrow, depending on how the weekend goes. I know I have some plans to like go out of the town tomorrow, so I'm gonna see if I can get some writing done over the weekend, but if not, I'm definitely gonna get chapter 6 written next week. So in my next video, I'm gonna do my outline for chapter 6, and then I'm gonna write, and then we're gonna go from there. So thank you for sticking around with this whole journey. And I will see you guys in my next video.